All right. All right. Episode 23, I think. So I've killed Bale, and I cooked up a Bale guide, and that's uploaded. You can find it on my channel. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. So if you'd like maybe some help with Bale, please check out that video. Also, if you would just like to watch a video about Bale, I give it a look. Give it a look. I'm quite pleased with it. Okay. One thing I did do in the interim also was take a look at another weapon. So I want some lightning damage to use against some Mesmer people, because again, the Mesmer soldier armor says it's like least resistant to lightning. I mean, the shield doesn't, but their body armor does. So I went and upgraded Bolt of Grandsacks, because this is it fits my stats well. It's somewhat of a quality weapon. It does lightning damage, and it's a spear, which makes sense for like my hunter cosplay thing I'm doing. So I might use this some. There's also, I don't know if using Dragon Great Claws in the cards or not. I might go upgrade it real quick, just so that it is. I've got extra stuff sitting around I can upgrade it with. So I am going to go upgrade Dragon Great Claw real quick as well, so that we have another lightning damage option. The reason that I've been using strictly Brick Hammer and Dismounter are because basic weapons, or like these weapons aren't all that special. You could put about any Ash of War on them, right? You can swap their Ash of War around, and you can because they don't have any like how do you say? Because they don't have like a native damage on them other than physical, you can put various greases on them. So, for example, if I pull out my Dismounter and I'm going to go into a fight and I'm like, oh, on this particular fight, magic might be really good. A, you can put a magic Art of War on it that applies magic to it. Or B, you can set the damage type to magic. But I'm going to demonstrate something real quick. Okay, so if I go Dismounter, and I was talking about magic damage, right? So let's say I want to use a Glintstone Phalanx, because it's awesome. So if I go magic here, if I'm doing magic here and I go status 923, so this sword currently is doing 923 damage. Some of that physical, some of that magic. Now, if I use the Phalanx, but I set the type to quality, notice I'm no longer doing any magic damage like natively of the weapon. And my AR is 1068. So, yes, I'm doing more damage like this, but there's no magic damage. Okay, guess what? I'm going to go down here and I'm going to pop. Now, because my weapon doesn't have any other like damage type on it already other than just physical, I can go ahead and slap on a magic grease. So now, I think for the next minute or 90 seconds, my AR is 1189, right? So I've added 100 points or whatever of magic damage to it. I think a little more than that. So that's the reason why when I'm setting my Ashes of War and the things on my weapons, I'm usually picking quality. That's because I tend to use Ashes of War that imbue the weapon with some kind of effect. And to my knowledge, if you grease your weapon, right, you're going to end up with a much higher AR than if you just go ahead and set your weapon to be of that damage type. Now, the downside is you have to grease it, right, or you have to buff it. With this one, it's great because you're just walking around doing magic damage. The other one, you've got to use something in order to get the damage effect onto it, but you do yield a higher AR if you do that. Now, one thing I actually don't know is what like a flaming strike Ash of War weapon imbuement ends up being in comparison to a fire grease. Okay, so status, I'm doing 1120. Now I'm gonna imbue it with fire via the weapon art. I went from 1120 to 1248. Okay. Now, when this wears off, I'm going to pop a fire grease. Let me... Excuse me. Alright, it might take a minute for this to wear off. Sorry. And, I'll use the base game fire grease, not because there's the new Mesmer fire grease, and I'm assuming that's just a much stronger fire grease. Yeah. So I'm gonna pop the regular fire grease when this washes off. So again, I went from 1120 to 1248, but if it's did I set this thing to fire? Okay, yeah. So remember, it was fire, and I went from 1120 to 1248. I actually have to do a couple different combinations of this. Okay. And I'm gonna pull up a notepad real quick. Okay, so fire affinity. I was 1120, 1248 with the slash. Okay, now. Sorry. This is gonna be quicker if I change to window mode. Okay, now I have a quality dismounter. So, hold on, let me, so I got 1068 into 1196. 1068 into 1196. That's from the flaming slash. Okay, now I need to look at both of these with a grease. Sorry, you're gonna have to wait a minute. Okay, so review of what I did so far. So I checked the weapon to see how much AR like the flame imbuement from Flaming Strike would add to it. When it already was fire affinity, it went up 128 points. When it was quality, and then I used Flaming Strike to imbue it with fire, it went up again the same amount, 128 points. So the weapon art will always add 128 points of extra fire damage to the weapon. Okay, now I'm sitting here. Now imagine I didn't have flame, I had something else. I just want to see how much damage a fire grease would add, as opposed to using the weapon art to do it. 1189. Whoa, okay. So the weapon art was actually stronger than this grease in terms of adding damage to it. I wonder if that has anything to do with scaling. Because, like, it's a plus 10 weapon, or it's like a maxed out weapon, and I have good stats for quality. I have to wait. Oh, yeah, I can't grease it. I can't grease it. Okay, so actually, the highest possible AR is with fire affinity. Okay, quality. And I'm using the word affinity. Sorry, that might not be, absolutely right. Okay, I'm going to try to get something else on the screen for you guys to be able to see real quick. Man, I'm going to try something. I hope this doesn't go badly. Okay. Yeah, I wish you couldn't see my Windows toolbar. Not that big a deal. Okay, so I gotta sneeze. When I had my weapon imbued with fire damage natively, I can't use a grease, but I can use the weapon art, right? And I end up with a 1248. Then, if I were to just set my damage type to quality, I can slash it. I can use the weapon art to imbue it and use a grease to imbue it. The weapon art ends up adding a lot. Like a lot. Let me go see if this is a similar thing if I set my weapon to something I scale worse with. Quality. Did they mention that greases have any scaling? So far this is actually like what I was talking about earlier. I'm actually kind of teaching myself that I think what I was thinking might not be entirely the case. Let's do I need something that I don't scale well with. Be in faith. And have some faith. I really want to find something with some high int scaling. Which is the magic stuff. But none of these imbue your weapon with frost or magic. I want like a weapon art that imbues my weapon with magic. Okay. Alright, anyway. I'm gonna... I don't have much time and I do want to play a little bit of the game. So what I'm gonna say is, at this point I've taught myself that actually... I've been imbuing... Or excuse me, I've been running quality affinity because I want to be able to put different greases on my weapon. But it seems like actually the better thing to do if I want to be doing damage of a given type is actually to just set it to that type if I'm using, considering if I am using a weapon art which will like leave a damage effect on the weapon, that AR is actually higher than adding a grease to it, and that'll top onto, oh shit, sorry, that'll top onto the higher overall AR you get from using a damage type. Oh yeah, they are calling it affinity. So actually, yeah, if I know I want to be walking around doing lightning damage, it might actually be a good idea for me to go ahead and start using lightning affinity, for example, provided that I am using a weapon art which will leave a lightning effect on the weapon. So sorry, I just went off on that tangent for a little bit. And that was all leading off me saying I've got Bolt of Grand Sex upgraded, so I'm going to try using it a little bit. And real quick, while I'm thinking about it, I do want to go upgrade a different lightning weapon as well. I think what I was originally going to say is that this weapon, you cannot grease this. It's a unique weapon and it's got lightning on it already. Now, if a weapon is like unique and you can't change its weapon art and it's only got physical on it, there's a decent chance you could put a grease on it. But this one you can't because it's already doing lightning damage. Okay, this guy. The one thing I don't like... Sorry. Oh, this takes... Oh, yeah. Now, the one thing I don't necessarily like about this is the weapon skill. It's just... I don't even think it's a bad weapon skill. I just like weapon skills that kind of do something. Not that this... Like, having extra poise is great. But I was kind of hoping it would do like a big lightning slam or something is what I really want out of it. Anyway, I'm going to be using the spear for a bit just to try it out. I had always thought this thing was like a faith weapon or something. I never looked at it. But now it's just a good old quality weapon that does some lightning damage. And as a spear, again, it fits my WoW. Like I'm building my guy like my WoW hunter, and it fits that. So where I want to go is there's like a big freaking circle of what I think are frenzied flame fingers out here. And I saw there's a way that I can get to it, like from the jagged peak. Like I can run towards the grand altar of, yeah, I can go from here and end up kind of where it is. But also I want to make sure I get more or less everything in the area. So I'm going to enter it from earlier on. So I'm pretty sure I can go from Ellac River downstream and work my way down here. And I think that's going to be like a more complete path over to there. And I want to make sure that I get anything on the way that might be related to it. So I'm actually going to start here and work my way down and then across to the right to end up where I want to go. I'm really excited about it. It's like a big area and there's like a bunch of fingers everywhere. And I think I put together that it's Frenzied Flame stuff because you can look at the Frenzied Flame stone shield. It looks like the same pattern. And the one thing I'm also really excited about is there's this sword we got in Fogruin Catacombs called Stone Sheathed Sword. It says no one can pull from its tabard. Yeah, a sword that no one can pull from its scabbard of cracked stone. A relic of a civilization from a long time past, said to have served a purpose at altars of light and darkness. Now, the stone we found this thing in front of looks just like the stones that are out there in the big finger sandpit area. So I'm super excited to try to go down there and see if there's an altar down there where I can take that sword out of the sheath. Now, if I go up here, and then there's one other thing. So this is the shield I'm talking about, I think if you look at the pattern on this, it looks a lot kind of like what's down in that big pit. And this says, part of a tomb of an ancient god. The readerless fingers relayed their messages through these imprints said to be the very seeds from which frenzy first sprouted. So, because it was part of a tomb of an ancient god, it likely could have been where we were in, like, the Lindell Capital sewers when we found the 3 fingers. But, you know, I don't know. Maybe there's a chance that actually the tomb is the big sand pit with all the fingers on it I saw the other day. I hope to find out soon. And the first step to go is down this water, down here. I'm also going to have to get used to this spear. It'll be a new moveset for me. I think it has a really cool weapon art. I think I get to throw a bolt of red lightning. And again, I think that's going to be decent, or I think it's going to be decent because Mesmer Soldier Armor tells you that they seem to have low lightning resistance, you know, when compared to their other resistances. It looked like we go the other way, so I'm going to check here first. Seems that you absolutely could go there. But I am interested in this big rock over here. Anything over here? Okay, doesn't seem like it. And I only have about 10 minutes left, so I did want to hop on and play because I had all weekend, right, very intentionally with nothing to do except Elden Ring related things. And I only played like 1 hour because what all did I do? It was mostly the Bale stuff. So if you want a good Bale video, or just a good kind of, if you just want a good Elden Ring video in general, go let me know what you think of my Bale in-depth guide. I think it came together pretty nice. I think my information is pretty good, and I cooked up an intro for it that I'm really happy with. So go take a look at the Bale video, and if you like it, drop me a comment. It'll make me happy to hear. What did we get? Ooh, yeah. I wonder if we get white mushrooms. I wonder if there's anything in addition to white mushrooms off of this. Oh, no way! Yes, dude! Yes, that's huge! That's huge, dude! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Being able to buy toxic mushrooms is fucking huge, man. That's great. There's various stuff I want to be able to craft a good bit of that use it. Unfortunately, along the line of the toxic mushroom, I'm out of Aeonian butterflies, and I gotta tell you, I don't think I'm farming any Aeonian butterflies. You gotta like go into the Lake of Rot and run around and kill basilisks, and yeah, like if I come across a boss where I really need it, I might go do it. But in general, I'm done with rot craftables because I'm out of butterflies. I've got like 1 stack of rot arrows left, and that's gonna do it. But right here, that's what the toxic mushroom is great for, this poison pot. Actually, well, no, I use fetid pot anyway. Okay, never mind. There was something else I wanted... Oh, come on. I know there was something I wanted toxic mushroom for. Yeah, poison pot. I mean, it must have been rot pots at the time that I needed it or wanted it. Anyway... Okay, whatever. I don't have no time. I need to try to make my way to a Grace or something. See if I can get something of substance out of this video. Tell you what, I'm going to go for this Furnace Golem. And that's going to be this episode then. If he's the same thing as the last one was, leave me alone, crab. If he's like the last one, then I'm hoping I can just walk up to him and kill him. Because I'll know how to fight him. I'm hoping this crab leaves me alone before I try to fight this guy. I'll run up here to A, check for a grace, B, it'll probably help me de-aggro that crab. Now, I will be making sure to explore this full area, but at the moment, I'm just going to beeline it for this furnace golem. And up there is from where I've seen this furnace golem before, I believe. I've looked down from that ledge, and I've seen this furnace golem. Okay, just poking around. I might go see if there's a grace over here real quick before trying to fight this furnace golem. Because the run back from the last grace is a little bit long. Yeah, so that's where I just was, which was epic. That was epic. That was an incredible experience. That part of the DLC was awesome. I'm just going to peek up here again. Try to see if I find a grace. Yes, okay. Cerulean Coast. That's kind of like the flask of cerulean tears. And there's red flowers. So I wonder if this is the Cerulean Coast. I wonder if the place with the red flowers is the Crimson Coast. I did see that there's a Tibia Mariner out there somewhere. What is that? Oh, I didn't mean to shoot. Okay. I've got 5 minutes left, so I'm going to go try to see if I can one-shot this furnace golem or not. I think I have an idea of how to dodge the stomp attack. I'm going to run away and jump when he stomps. Last time I fought one of these, like, I've only fought one other, it was the very first one. When I fought that first one, he kept getting me with the stomp, but I think I have an idea of how to dodge it now, so. Man, this guy paths over here a good ways. That's great we can buy all the mushrooms, though, since they're like a base level crafting item. It's nice. Hopefully this guy doesn't do anything different than the other. Okay, here we go. When he comes down, I'm gonna jump. I might have jumped a little late. Alright. I don't think this guy's going to be too tough. Let's see how much one of my L2s does. I might have jumped a little late there as well. Okay, so you can't even jump that. Maybe he's trying to discourage you from fighting from underneath him. Because I mean, I never was able to like roll that either. I rolled too late or early, I think. Let me try running in front of him. Okay, so, I can't tell. I felt like I was far enough away. Maybe it's a combination of being running away and rolling into it when it comes at you. Okay. Whoa, really? I was on the opposite side of his other leg. I rolled too late. Fuck. Okay, there we go. That's the first time one of those didn't hit me. I've lost him. He just did a full combo. What is he doing? I don't know what he's doing. But I need to keep my poke up. I don't want his stance bar to reset. Oh, darn. That's cool. That was a new one. Okay, well, at least I've successfully dodged the jump attack. I'm not going to end the episode here. I'm just going to start recording again next time I can and go kill that guy. And after I've done that, I'll end that episode there. Also, I might try a different weapon. I was doing the poke with the lightning. It admittedly didn't seem like it was doing all that much damage. So this next time, I'll go in and try out my maybe bleeds on him, like for the, where's my Dragon Hunter Great Katana? I'll try this Dragon Hunter's Great Katana on him, see if slash is any good, and additionally bleed, because he has a big health bar. Bleed might be good since he has such a big health bar. So okay, I'll see you when I start recording again. Okay, so I thought oh man, I got up like a little early, and I thought I had an appointment, like a virtual appointment, and that's tomorrow. So on one hand, I could have slept in a little more. On the other hand, I finally get to play the game. Hell yeah. Let's fucking go, dude. Also, this might help me get my sleep schedule back on track. An important part of being able to get to sleep is getting up kind of early, because circadian rhythm. Oh, come on! I didn't know you could be there. I didn't even know he knew I was there. Really, dude, what the hell he keeps doing it, huh? Do I need to get close to him to make him stop? Why does he just keep doing that? Alright, I'll try getting close to him, see if he stops. Oh, the fireball's holy cannoli, dude. This fireball's track. Oh, he sleeps on that? Okay, yeah, that makes sense, because his knee was on the ground. So when he's doing a lunge, whichever knee is on the ground, he's going to swing on the outside of that knee. I need to heal. There we go. Alright. I'm going to say this slashing is much more effective than I think the piercing was on the Dude, I wasn't having any of this lagging a minute ago. Okay, I'm too late. I mean, I really don't know about that fucking attack, dude. It's kind of bullshit. I think this katana is way better on him than the piercing weapon was. He's weak to slashing because he's made of ropes. There's ropes holding him together. Rolled too late. I need to heal, Okay. Also, I get the lagging, this little lag spike freezes thing, even like on low settings. And when I'm on medium to high settings, I mean, I still get decent frames in general, so I don't feel like it's a lower my settings thing. Also, like, I want to play the game, and I'm dead. I'm not dead, but... Okay, I avoided it. Nice. Progress. You should stagger soon. Here we go. I say stagger, but the right word might actually be stance break. He gives you a long time. I wonder if I've done bleeding to him yet. Here's the Fell God thing, or not the Fell God, but there's a Fire Giant emblem on him that we just saw, which is cool. Okay, I just have to do that one more time. They're all too early. I'm running out of Estus. I wonder if kind of being behind his leg like that is better than being in front of his leg. That way, I'm also closer to being able to run him down in a way. Nice. And I'm also curious if charged attacks are maybe better than Yeah, I don't know. It was a little greedy of me. What's he doing? Oh, not this. We're just gonna run in a circle. I don't really know what to do about that. I don't really know what to do about that. If they can track me so well that sprinting doesn't avoid them, don't really know what to do with that. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna go. Oh, it's still in borderless window, man. I think I still get the freezing in full screen, but we'll swap it back over to full screen and see if that helps. Okay, now that I tried some slashing damage, that seemed pretty good. Let me try a brick hammer out, and I think the brick hammer has poison mist on it. I am kind of curious to see if he'll take poison. All right, let me try with some strike damage out. So far, I think piercing damage seemed relatively ineffective on him. My piercing weapon was like partially, like part physical, part lightning damage. The stomp attack seems you have to run away and roll. Not the stomp, the jump. Okay, so here comes this fucking thing. Alright, this time, instead of just blindly sprinting, I'll try to, like, watch and roll. Kind of like the things off the Erdtree avatar, you can roll side to side. How do you deal with that? And he's gonna sit here and do it multiple times? Maybe you have to bait them in a certain direction, and that way when you do run, you can run opposite them? What do you do about this? What do you do about that? What? Maybe they want you to be fighting him on your horse. Maybe he's better to be fighting from a horse. That way you can move faster. That's about the only thing I can think. Because they've put him in a horse, like an area from which you can fight him from a horse. So perhaps they want you to be fighting him from your horse. Let me try that. Yeah, actually, this might make a lot of sense to do. Okay, so the brick hammer in general seems relatively effective. Okay, so get on your horse for that. There we go. It might be get on your horse for every attack. Okay, I think he staggered pretty quick with this brick hammer, though. I still think the katana was a little better. Dude, fight this guy from horseback. Fight... What?! Okay, I still have to jump that. But fight this guy from horseback. Make sure to feed your horse. Okay. Oh, yeah. Alright, alright. I get it now. I get it. I finally caught on. That's cool. They put something in that, like, makes sense for you to do on a horse. Like a horse boss fight. I haven't really fought anything else where I was like, yeah, this is a horse for sure. But this is absolutely horse content. Stamina. I might put on the turtle talisman. If I had the turtle shield, that would be great too. Ow! Because I think I could fit that shield onto my equip load, maybe. for a second. Sorry, I had to check my phone. Mom might call me here in a minute. Oh. Remember, when he's lunging like that, whichever knee is on the ground is where he might hit you from. On the outside of his knee that goes down. This is... Oh shit, I'm dead. Oh, hell yeah. This is way easier than trying to fight him on the ground. See, and even when it hits you, it's torrent. And I guess he's like immortal or something. I guess we're somehow immortal or something as well. There's probably a way that you can fight this guy like off the horse, but for that stomp and for the, especially the attack where he put all those fireballs in the air. Oops. Didn't get my double jump off. I'm hit by this because I'm feeding the horse. Oh. It's probably gonna hit me again while I'm feeding the horse. Stance bar might have reset. Oh, this is so much easier. I don't even think you can dodge some of these attacks off the horse. Oops. There it is. Viridian hidden tier. Furnace visage. Man, that's so awesome that I didn't have to go to my meetings tomorrow. Eliminates all. Ooh, that's interesting. I don't know that I'll ever use it. And then I already have some furnace visages, but I will read it again. Wherever it is. Exceedingly rare. I don't know that I've seen anything. Does the Mesmer's Fire Grease use this? A stone mask surrounded by curled horns, depicting the fell god of fire that... Excuse me. The fell god of fire is like the crucible god, because he has horns, like the omen. Oh, and the horn scent. Oh, okay. The fell god is the horn scent god. The fell god is the horn scent god. I wonder... Wait, I mean, what else? What is it used for to craft? Don't tell me it's Mesmer Fire, because that would throw me off. Hefty furnace pot. Imbued with a hex of the furnace. But you also use an Ember of Mesmer in that. So is Mesmer related to the... Is Mesmer related to the fell god of fire, who apparently has horns and that would make him like a horn scent related guy? Okay, Mesmer Fire, you don't use furnace visage. Yeah, the one weird thing is that the hefty furnace pot uses a Mesmer Fire or an Ember of Mesmer in it. That throws me off a little, but otherwise, reading this, I mean, if the fell god of fire has horns, then that to me is like who the horn scent like worship in that kind of like and the omen are from the crucible. They have horns. Oh man, big brickhammer guy, by the way. I'm gonna swap it back over the Bolt of Grand Saxo for a bit. I'm gonna keep trying to use it and give it a try. Again, I like that it does lightning damage. Although, admittedly, with enemies for heavier armor, the strike damage is typically better, which is, I think, what I would get off of. It's just a standard. Standard pierce, standard slash pierce, strike. So what is standard? I don't know if that means that this does strike damage or not. This is certainly a strike weapon, right? I'll have to figure that out. How much? Okay, if I take my bow off, I can equip this. I'm gonna run around with this for a little bit. It's too big. I don't know. I mean, I was about to say, like, it's obviously too big to be like a hunter weapon, but frankly, I mean, stuff in WoW is like, you've got huge shoulder pads and you've got huge weapons, so I don't think it's that much of a stretch to say that my WoW hunter would transmog this weapon on. I don't see anything up there on that left side, so I don't think I need to go up there. Okay, I'm gonna skirt this area around the perimeter this way. The opposite side, if I were to go around the right, it ends up in that waterfall and then it follows that ledge. So I'm just gonna run around this way until I meet up with it over there. Also, I'm still looking for where Sir Moore's note about a blocked spirit spring might be alluding to. Let me read that note again one time, just to see if it actually says anything about where that might be. Should you chance upon a sealed spirit spring, look for stacked stones nearby. By toppling them, you may break the seal. So that doesn't really tell me anything about where that might be, which is fine. I'll just have to try to remember it. I wonder why they've shown us the routes. These routes. Maybe for no reason in particular, but I am curious. Oh, I'm also looking for like a bridge painting kind of thing. I have two paintings. One of them could be this bridge. The other one is most certainly of the sealed tower, or the shaded tower, and I feel like I may yet already be able to find where that painting, my shaded tower painting, was taken from, Sacred Tower. So have a look at that painting. There's an arch, and then this bit. Is that this? It might be this. Maybe? It's hard to tell. Where is that? That's up there. So maybe it's from the other side, because it's too jagged to really match. So I don't quite think that's the bridge or archway from my painting I was just looking at. I'm going to take a look over here just for appreciating the world. The jagged peak was so awesome. The overlook down into the big finger pit was the sickest thing. That was the sickest thing in a video game ever. Fulgur bloom. Ooh, item. Lightning perfume bottle. I wonder if that's craftable or if it is equipable weapon like the other perfume bottle we found, or Leo. So that's all there is over here. That's very nice. That means I get to progress the direction that I wanted to progress anyway. I'm going out to the field of Cerulean field. Down on the corner, somewhere in the street. I do think ever since I swapped from windowed mode back into full screen, I've gotten less freezes, which has been nice. Very pog. Down on the corner, somewhere in the street. Sorry, I'm trying to buy oatmeal, but it's falling off my spoon. Okay, I'm just gonna do it for this one. Well, let me get a nice, like, little cinematic shot of me walking over this hill. I need a smaller weapon, it's too hard to see. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop it here. Hope you guys have a good one. See you in the next one.